Hello, everyone. In this video, I'll be translating and summarizing the latest Urdu broadcast by Junaid Saleem to make it accessible for our English-speaking audience. Let's go through the key developments and insights in Junaid Saleem's words. Today, we will talk about the bravery of the residents of Ayala, who have torn off the mask that had been placed on the face of the entire system. Today, they have also announced a new movement. We will discuss the new plans of the establishment, for which a veteran and shrewd politician has been chosen. Where is Imran Khan being taken from Adiala? We will also tell you about that. We will also share the developments that took place today in the Judicial Commission. The self-obsession of the Chief Minister of Punjab has created a tense environment, and we will discuss that too. The life of Dr. Yasmin Rashid Sahib is in serious danger, and we will talk about that as well. But first, let's mention the resident of Adiala. If he had accepted the situation, things would have been different. But he stood firm and paid a heavy price for it, a price so heavy that very few people in human history have paid. I'm talking about the price of sticking to one's principles, not just the history of Pakistan, but human history. The price he paid is rare in human history, yet he has torn the decades-old veils from the eyes of the nation. They say, when the money is right, Khan has suffered injustice, but the money is now settled. In other words, the nation has gotten a taste of it. Believe me, people are talking about this moment as if the system has been conquered. This has happened, that has happened. But believe me, Imran Khan has gone through tough times. Khan has done a favor for this nation, a favor so significant that many generations of this nation will remember him. Khan's resilience has shown the real face of many political figures. He has demonstrated that those who claim to respect the vote were actually seeking the establishment's approval. As soon as they got the support of the powerful, they discarded the very slogan of respect the vote. Had Imran Khan compromised, we would not have seen the true faces of those who talked about democracy, but actually didn't value ordinary people. Imran Khan is a thankless man who has shown us that the so-called political leaders lie openly and base their politics on personal bias and bigotry. These so-called educated, pragmatic politicians do nothing but fill their own pockets. If Imran Khan had bent under oppression, the illusion of credibility would have remained intact. But now the nation has learned the truth. His opponents are just sycophants to the powerful who only know how to sing the praises of the wrongdoers. Imran Khan, if he had compromised with the oppressors, would have saved the reputation of our so-called judges, a false reputation at best. But now the nation knows how these appointed judges, with no integrity, got to their posts. Imran Khan is still in jail, but his fight is far from over. His resistance has shown the truth to the nation. He has demonstrated that democracy, in its true sense, doesn't come from corrupt leaders, but from standing firm and challenging the establishment. The nation will not forget what Khan has done for them. Today, after the meeting of the Judicial Commission, a crucial decision was taken. The names of the new permanent Chief Justices of the Peshawar, Sindh and Balochistan High Courts were approved, and perhaps the most significant appointment was that of the Islamabad High Court's Chief Justice. Justice Sharif was appointed, a move that raised eyebrows. His appointment was secured by the narrowest of majorities, a single vote. And what's interesting is that the vote came from Justice Aminuddin Khan, one of the most powerful figures in the judicial system today. In the midst of these political struggles, some politicians have exposed their true faces. Just as Justice Sharif was appointed with a single vote, other judges like Justice Jamal Mandol also opted out of voting, choosing instead to remain silent. It's disappointing to see how they've abandoned any sense of responsibility. The selection of Shaukat Siddiqui as a member of the new Judicial Commission is also noteworthy. This is the same Shaukat Siddiqui who was once involved in a case that brought Imran Khan's government to a standstill. What will happen now is uncertain, but we will continue to watch closely. As for the matter of moving Imran Khan from Adiala jail to Islamabad, it was decided because, a large number of people often gather near Adiala, and the authorities wanted to prevent any unwanted incidents. His sisters, Usma Khan and Noreen Niazi, met him in jail today. After their brief 15-minute meeting, they shared that Imran Khan's message is clear. After the 10th of Muharram, the movement against the system of slavery will begin. Imran Khan stated that the nation is being completely enslaved and he would rather spend his entire life in jail than see his country in this condition. Imran Khan also mentioned that the people in power who hold 17 seats have no authority. It is clear that the power lies elsewhere, and even the US is well aware of who truly holds the power in Pakistan. Regarding judicial reforms, there were discussions today about appointing new judges for Pakistan's higher courts. Among the appointed judges, Justice Sarfraz Doga's appointment to the Islamabad High Court is most noteworthy. However, it also raised concerns about the integrity of the judicial process. Many, including myself, feel that these appointments could damage the credibility of the judiciary in the long run. Late night, I used to chat with Justice Shaukat Siddiqui. We used to chat on WhatsApp. He often criticized the establishment and would even scold me, saying that I was a supporter of the establishment. I was probably soft back then, but he used to say various things like how the country was being destroyed by the establishment, how things were happening and how I didn't know about it. But one day, they said something so strange that I cut off contact with them. I haven't spoken to them since. The final message I sent to them must have reached them, and today it has turned out to be completely true. I remember well that when Justice Siddiqui used to be a judge, he would give powerful speeches in the barrooms about how there were attempts to pressure him into making certain decisions. For years, he presented himself as the greatest protector of the law. Today, however, he's the one violating the law. And what can I say about it? I still have some respect for him because, at least intellectually, he wasn't dishonest, and he made some strong decisions. I don't want to use harsh words, but what they truly were is now clear for everyone to see. May God forgive us. I also think about the Judicial Commission's meetings. Special arrangements were made for those attending, including coffee, tea, cold refreshments and cakes. People came from other cities and received allowances. But let me ask you, why was there a need for a meeting? The decisions were already known to everyone. What was the point of gathering all the judges? Whether it's in Parliament or any other institution, the decisions were already clear to everyone. What's the point of making a spectacle of it? Why is it necessary to spend millions and gather people from far and wide just to repeat decisions that everyone already knows? I mean, when decisions are already known beforehand, why waste so much time and money? The reality is, people already know what will happen in the elections or in any judicial body meeting. It's all a drama. Similarly, in this country, everything is decided on WhatsApp. Just like you have to tell a lie to cover up another, so too in this case, to justify injustice, multiple laws are violated. Let's look at the specific case of the reserved seats. Even with all the court packing, enforcing that decision has become legally more and more difficult. News is that Justice Aisha Malik and Justice Akhil Abbasi have refused to sign the court order on the reserved seats. I often praise Justice Aisha Malik, and many people tell me I'm overrating her, but I still believe she is an extremely principled and honest judge. I've admired her from the start because she's always made decisions based on merit, and her decisions have been bold. But now, when they refuse to sign, it's caused a lot of problems. You must have heard that the 10-judge bench's decision is becoming impossible to reverse because of their refusal to sign. The order from the 13-judge full bench may become null and void. This has put everything in legal disarray. So, PTI has now approached the Registrar of the Supreme Court to request the certified copy of the decision of the 12 judges about the reserved seats, but their request was rejected. The situation is so grim that even if the Constitution has some force left, it's hard to hope that decisions like these will be reversed. The future will reveal how judges who make such decisions will be seen in history. In many countries, including America, it is a well-established practice that the mental health of leaders is regularly evaluated, especially to check if they are mentally fit to rule. We've seen cases where leaders who were mentally unfit still governed, like Gaddafi or Saddam Hussein. But there are leaders who appear mentally fine, but suffer from severe narcissistic tendencies, as is the case with Punjab's Chief Minister. She is so narcissistic that she cannot see anyone in the world except herself and her father. She used to name institutions after herself and her father, but now she is even changing the names of existing institutions and attaching them to her name. Recently, they changed the name of the Jinnah Institute of Cardiology to the Marym Nawaz Institute of Cardiovascular Diseases. Many new and old institutions in Punjab are now named after Marym Nawaz and Nawaz Sharif. They even put up cards with their pictures, and it seems that this narcissism is only growing. At this rate, they might change the name of the famous Anarkali and Noor Jahan tombs to include their names too. If this continues, the entire province might eventually be renamed after Marym Nawaz. The obsession with fame is so deep that it refuses to end. In fact, this is not fame, it's a form of mental illness. And the people in charge don't realize that the more they put up these signs and portraits, the more the people start to resent them. Eventually, no one will want to see their faces everywhere, even if they are popular. On the other hand, when it comes to healthcare, a scheme like the Sehat card, which was praised even by PTI's staunch critics, has been discontinued in Punjab. Meanwhile, showy projects like air ambulances are being introduced. In the meantime, in places like Pakistan, babies are dying from a lack of oxygen. In Lahore's biggest hospital, the air conditioning system is broken and patients are suffering in the unbearable heat. This is a reflection of how the system is collapsing. PTI members in jail, such as Ijaz Chaudhry and Mian Mahmood Rashid, are enduring severe hardships. Dr. Yasmin Rashid, who is a cancer patient, has been in a bad condition, and recently she wasn't provided with oxygen in jail. Her cell's electricity was turned off for 11 hours, and this has been happening for several days. This is an appalling situation where people like Dr. Yasmin Rashid, who have fought so hard against the system, are now being subjected to further suffering in prison. But the authorities are ruthless, and they are trying to break her spirit. This isn't just a political battle, it's becoming a personal vendetta. That wraps up our translation of Junaid Saleem's video. I hope this English version helped you understand his message better. Please like, share and subscribe to Awami Lens to help our community grow. Don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of this effort.